my new exhaust fucking sounds wonderful. Fucking sounds really good, man. I love it. I fucking love it, dude. But today, I mainly want to talk about one thing. You know, how much money do I really need, and what do I gotta do to, you know, ride a motorcycle? Before you do anything, before you get the money to get a motorcycle, you know, all that, start studying for your motorcycle permit test. Now you're legally able to ride, all right? So then, you know, I would find out what kind of price range you can afford. Like, pull a number out of your ass, basically, because it's what you're doing, on how much money you can actually come up with, a goal, as you will, to get this motorcycle. Before you get the bike, what you need to do is go and find out what kind of price range, you know, that you can come up with. Not actually come up with it yet, but then you need to figure out what kind of bikes are in that price range. Then you need to call your insurance company and figure out what the hell are they going to charge you for liability or full coverage or whatever you want to put on your bike, you know. So you got to figure out what you want to put on your bike, you know, liability, full coverage, find out how much it's going to cost you. That's the key. The insurance. That will kill fucking 50% of your hopes and dreams right there, is when you find out how much insurance is. I mean, for my younger viewers, you know what I mean, like, it's going to be fucking an arm and a leg. But, you know, as you get older, you know, it gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. You got to figure out what kind of insurance ballpark they can give you. Of the money wise, you know, your bill, and see if you can actually do it. And if you can do that comfortably without fucking eating ramen noodles for weeks and weeks and weeks at a time, then what you basically do is like, all right, cool. Well, the money that you think you can come up with a bike, you're always going to have to add about $1,000 realistically for, you know, all my normal peeps, you know, that don't have fucking $20, $30 hour jobs and shit, you know what I mean? All my normal peeps that are struggling, you know, just paying your fucking bills, but you wanna fucking, you know, ride. So basically what you're gonna have to do is, whenever you buy your motorcycle, you're gonna have to tax, title, and license it. And for my bike, it was about $350 after the whole fucking shebang. You know, how much money do I really can come up with? Because you're talking, you know, you have to have a helmet when you got a permit. Well, in Kentucky, I don't know, you know, Kentucky, we don't have a helmet law, which means, you know, if I had a motorcycle license, I don't have to wear a helmet at all. Like, I'm like, whatever, thug life, bye, see you later. But, you know, since I'm on my permit still, you know, because I've only been riding for maybe 3-4 months, you know, it's like, you have to buy a helmet. So then you talking, you know, if you want a decent helmet, like just a fucking safety helmet, basically, you're talking anywhere from $60, $80 to, you know, like mine was like 160 or some shit, almost 200 bucks, you know. So, I mean, and that's one of the cheap ones. I mean, there's fucking Arai helmets that are like 700-800 bucks, but you don't need that when you're starting out. You don't need all that fancy shit. You just need shit to go. I highly recommend LS2. That's what I got, and I got the LS2 anti-hero helmet because villains are cooler. But so, like, I recommend LS2, and the simple fact is because they're cheaper helmets. They're still, you know, DOT certified, and, you know, they'll keep your fucking head from smacking the pavement. You know, it'll do its job, but you can get cool graphics and shit on them, and they are, you know, you can get LS2 helmet for about 100 bucks or so. And they're cool because they got that drop down visor and shit, like where most of the helmets don't have that shit. So you know, of the cheaper variety, you know. So, and whenever, and then it's like, okay, so your helmet's out of your way. I recommend gloves. Especially if you have a fucking shorty, the CNC shorties. If your hands get sweaty at all, it's almost fucking impossible to fucking shift. Your hands slip off of them real easy, you know, all that. So you might want to get some gloves. You know, a decent pair of gloves, you know, like mine costs like 30 bucks. You know, which $30 for some gloves you think is a lot, but not when it comes to motorcycle gloves. It has protective, you know, knuckles and shit like that, so you don't have to worry about, I mean, you'll still have to worry about the pavement, you know, but whatever. It just helps protect your hands a little bit more. Like, you don't have to get a jacket. I mean, like right now I'm not wearing my jacket. I have one, but when it gets fucking, you know, 100 degrees outside, man, all black bike, like, it's fucking hot, dude. Like, so, and I'm just, okay, let me rephrase that. When I'm going around my town, just kind of derping around like I am doing now, doing the vlog, I don't wear my jacket because I'm not fucking speeding. I'm not going far places that I don't, you know, that I don't know and shit. But at the same time, you know, I should wear it because, you know, whatever. You want to get a jacket, you know, that'll cost you anywhere from $100 to $100 for a decent jacket, you know. So, you know, when you're all said and done, you got probably, you know, fucking $500 in gear, and you really haven't got much, you know what I mean? You just got the bare necessities. It's all about the bare necessities. But basically, like, so after you get all that, alright, then everything else is kind of optional. You know, your jacket's optional. Like, it's all about your safety. How you know, like, safe do you feel, you know, about going down? Like me, like, right now, if I went down, it'd fucking hurt like a motherfucker because I don't have any of my gear on except for my gloves and my helmet. So it's like you got your helmet, you got your jacket, you got your gloves. Alright, you know, you find out your insurance or whatever, all that. So it's like, when it's all said and done, you can ride perfectly legal. Now, there are, you know, some other things that you might want to get, like some boots. You know, especially if you're new. If you're new, you should wear as much gear as you fucking possibly can. But when I started, you know, all my friends didn't wear any fucking gear. So it's like I felt like the fucking odd duckling, which, you know, I don't care because, you know, I still want to buy Kevlar jeans. I ride in shoes. That's because I wear boots the entire time I work. So I'm like, I want shoes. You know, I want to wear them some fucking time. You know, I've had these shoes for so long, but they look still brand fucking new because I wear them like for 3 hours on the weekends. You know, it's like, what the fuck? So whatever. But so yeah, so say you have you have $2 for a motorcycle. When it's all said and done, you'll be spending about $3. Not to mention the monthly payments on the monthly or 6 months or a year, however the fuck you pay your insurance, you know. Like, you know, after $3, you know, you'll have all your shit and you'll be ready to ride. But yeah, I just wanted to, you know, come out here and let y'all know, you know, like, to all my younger viewers, you know, is trying to get a motorcycle. You know, it's like, take the motorcycle and add about $1,200 realistically to that bike when it's all said and done.
I made it home. M6, Z6. Later now, guys.